All right, so hello everybody. We are going to start pretty soon, and yeah, I'm actually starting this a little bit last minute, so that's why. And also, we just recently got a little bit of, how do I say, new new stream here. This one is from the AG set laboratory, where they're going to start pretty soon. So let's see if they are going live for real. So we will have some luck. So please take uh, please be a little bit of patient. Okay. So thank you. Okay. So thank you so much, everybody, and see you. All right. I believe we can start now, but I'm going to give you guys a little bit of wait room because they are not fully live yet, but it's okay. We can start right now. So, hello everybody, and good evening. Yeah, it's I'm Daniel Suguwa, your host today for the Minotaur 4 with the Orion 38 upper stage rocket that where we are going to see the launch of the U.S. Department of Defense STP-S29A. STP stands for Space Test Program. Okay, this one really, as you have heard, this one is specifically for the defense industry, as not specifically defense industry. This one is the U.S. government defense department. So we are going to see that soon. But for now, we don't. I mean, there is some quite of proof of detail that I think would have been very interesting to share to you guys. Okay, and yeah, I should also update on the description. So yeah, I guess let's go. And as you can see, we are still waiting. They are not yet live on their site. Okay, so that's why I say it. Okay, and I believe that rather than us just keep waiting here and practically do nothing at all, maybe I can try. Let me see. Can I try using? All right. I need something related to where is it? Is there any picture in picture? Oh, that's going to suck very hard because it's going to make us a little bit harder to try to see. Okay, very sorry. And because we are very rushing, yeah. So I forgot to silent my phone as well. Yeah, we are pretty rushing to get this live right now, and still waiting on the site here. So why not, while we are waiting, I'm going to show you some kind of information that I can find from the NASA Space Flight Forum. But I believe the best I can do is I'm going to use the stream link from the AGSat laboratory. I'm going to open my phone because I'm still going to keep stay tuned on the launch themselves, if it's even happening. Okay, so that's it. So I'm using my phone here to see if there's any indication if it's going to start. So please bear in mind, you're currently watching this kind of, how do I say it? Not many actually people figure this out, this kind of place. I mean, it even actually surprised me. It personally actually surprised me as well, because it happened at pretty faster rate than what I think so. I mean, my first expectation is that they might not be live anytime soon, but apparently we are lucky. Oh, oh, so they are going to schedule for quite sometimes. We are not pretty sure. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, okay, okay. What's happening? Okay, okay. So that's it. This is the view you are currently watching right now. And so far so good. So hello, hello. If you're coming and watching this stream, hello. And unfortunately, looks like the view here is looking a little bit boring, but the launch would be around seven around. Let me see. Let me count at 17 minutes before the launch. Oh, what am I even talking about? 23 minutes before the launch. 23 minutes and counting. So this is it. And yeah, in case for your reference, at this time, it should have been around how many in the morning? Okay, but in my local time here in Sarawak in Borneo, it's 7 7:29 p.m. on 7 April 2026. So that's basically a reference of point of time that I can give you. Yeah, because sometimes it's a little bit trickier. Okay, and I already opened up the desktop audio so you guys can hear it. In case they happen to pick up the sound, we might able to hear one. And yeah, unfortunately, this is the best we can do, but I guess better than nothing. Yeah, and looks like this is quite an exclusive view that we have. Credit to the AG set laboratory for this footage. Okay, and yeah, apparently they are standing quite a bit, and I believe if we can see I believe the most brightest area there, or maybe the second brightest uh, area of the light itself, that one could indicates the launch pad where it's launched. If I remember, this one is the Vandenberg Space Force Base. They are going to launch from the Slick 7, which is Space Launch Complex number 7. Yeah, and for quite some times, the last time it actually launched from that specific launch pad is in 2025. And if we actually traverse back before 2025, the last one before that is 2011. So there's a 14 years of gap we see there. There's literally nothing at all. I mean, that's why I'm actually a bit excited here, even though the view here, well, yeah, not the best we can get, but I guess better than nothing at this point. At least this is not some kind of at least we don't have to entirely rely on the weird, how do I even say this, at least we do not have to rely on the frost frame CCTV, where it's just going to update every seconds instead. So basically the frame rates is in potato region. So this is better than nothing in quite some sense. But yeah, and I don't know, guys, since I don't know, everyone here, since you are already here right now. Oh my, looks like we actually have encountered some problem from their side as well. Okay, we are back again. Okay, so since all of you already arrived here, yeah, and yeah, it's quite a good count here. I really want to know, do you guys actually prefer me to just keep streaming like this one, or should I actually go one by one, explain just a little bit what I can understand about this mission? You guys choose. Maybe please chat in the live chat if you're very interested about this one, because otherwise maybe I need to go according to my own instinct. Yeah, I don't know what I can do next here. So I'm still equally as waiting as everyone here as well. Don't worry. And if I remember correctly, the total payload for this mission is 200 kilograms. Yeah, payload of this one. And there's going to be a slew of CubeSats as well, because why not? Nowadays everyone else trying to build is CubeSats. Yeah, because it's in relative sense, it's a bit easier in comparison to try go with, let's just say, if you're trying to build this on scratch using your own proprietary hardware, it's going to be much harder to try to build some satellites using nothing more than the commercial off the shelf component stuff there. You know, something you can buy directly, literally from any kinds of tech shops, or literally anywhere else you can scour around the city, around the town, and trying to build one. So that's where the CubeSats actually came in. And also, if I remember, there's also quite emerging satellite architecture. We are talking about the nano satellites and also the femto satellites, quite emerging. Well, we are talking about the TinSat. Yeah, TinSat is also one of the upcoming one. Yeah, but it's already flown in several flights, so I guess TinSat also going to be another next logical move after this one. It's basically like the around the size of, how do I say it? Try imagine it's like CubeSat, but instead you just reverse it. You just make it in the board, in the breadboard architecture type, instead of the typical how CubeSats and satellites would look like. Basically, that's the TinSat. Okay, and also another one that I also noticed is that, even though there's not much else so far, but if I remember, TomSat is also quite emerging, even though it's already like how many it's like 10 years ago since I've already heard about this TomSat. But back then, TomSat used to be launched on board, usually being launched as the CanSat payload. Basically, where when it's launched, it's going to use this sounding rocket. It can be anything else. It could have been Black Brown rocket. It could have been Orion rocket. It could have been improved Malamute rocket. Anything under the sun. If I can show you guys about this one, but since no one's chatting here, so I'm not really sure where should I actually go start instead. Okay, but nowadays, if I remember, since I believe around last year, TomSat 1 and 2 actually were launched. Were finally launched after like a decade ago plus. I've already heard that architecture. It's basically try imagine it's like a TinSat, but instead of like the big breadboard version of the CubeSat, you're basically building something like equivalent size of the small board computer, something's in the realm of Raspberry Pi, yeah, Arduino board, maybe even ESP32 board, as long you know how to attach it and you can put some kind of solar panel there. It's just small, you know. You can technically make a very viable and small, albeit some highly limited satellites there. Technically, you can also make that one. Okay, and also another one that's quite very much emerging as well is Pocket Cube. Yeah, Pocket Cube. That one is also emerging as well. Pocket Cube, if I remember correctly, let me try search here, because I don't want to come up with my own source. They would have been very dangerous if I give you some misinformation. Pocket Cube, let me see. Yeah, Pocket Cube is sort of like a size, sort of like a competitor to the, sort of like a competitor as well to TinSat, but but it's also but it's architecturally as open as CubeSat, which in other words, no one actually hold that kind of pattern. So if you want to make one, you can actually make one. There's no problem. You can just try build one if you really want to. Because as far as I know, Pocket CubeSat, it's actually an open architecture, open source architecture. So you can just build whatever you want. You can, as long it's actually following the specification, you already have the Pocket Cube. Let me show you how it should actually looks like. Oh, okay, because there's already a lot that I need to show. Right. Yeah. All right. So let me show you how, because there's some kind of comparison need to be made here. Pocket Cube, CubeSat, ThinSat, ThumbSat. Okay. Okay, but these four, from what I know, is actually what's currently operational as of now. Actually being put into satellites, into the Earth's orbit. Basically, anywhere else could be low Earth orbit, medium Earth orbit, or even high Earth orbit as well. I can try show you how it should have look like the Pocket Cube. Oh yeah, Pocket Cube is also essentially like, imagine like CubeSat but smaller. 5 centimeters of 5 centimeters by 5 centimeters by 5 centimeters, instead of the CubeSat with the 2 times of the size, which is 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters as well. All right. I mean, let me see, because all right. Let me see. Yeah, about the ThinSat, I'm not 100% sure how do I even describe this, but let me see. I'll try my best here, trying to give you some explanation where we are going. Yeah, even though this is a little bit tangential in comparison to what I should talk about, is payloads, about the satellites. Let me show you. Okay, this one is the Pocket Cube. As you can see, this size, how it actually looks like. This is basically the miniaturized version of CubeSat. Okay, but of course it's not related to CubeSat, but architecturally I can say quite similar. To the point I can say it's basically a mini CubeSat version, mini CubeSat instead of the typical size. And this one is the CubeSat. Okay, you can see. That's why I said it's actually pretty similar. It actually looks pretty similar. If I don't tell you this kind of difference, you will have thought this Pocket Cube is a cube. You will thought that Pocket Cube is a CubeSat, but no. CubeSat and Pocket Cube is, this one is two different stuff here. You can see how the size would look like. Okay, does it show properly? Yes. So this is how it looks like. Pocket Cube and CubeSat, obviously I think most of you already know typically how does it looks like this one, but the best way to differentiate it, just look at how the construction of the solar panel actually looks like. So I can say this is one of the best differentiator if you want to know if this is a CubeSat or Pocket Cube. If you let's just say if you're only looking at this blindly, okay, like this one, you definitely can see some difference here in comparison to the CubeSat. Okay, and another one that I can also show you, okay, is the ThinSat. ThinSat is also quite emerging as well. I can see it's basically around this size of to put it please, how do I say this, because this is quite complicated for me to describe the look of it. Okay, this one is from the Gunter space page image. This one is the largified size, the large size there. Okay, let me try show you here. Is it? Oh no, I don't think. Okay, let's try full page. Ah, right. Look, it looks like this one. Okay, this one is the tin set. Tin set, if I remember correctly, it's uh from my understanding also quite an open source satellite architecture as well. So technically you can try build this one as well if you don't like the typical shape of this pocket cube set. If you don't like it, you can also build tin set as well. And another one that I can show you, this one not really super duper emerging, but fortunately at least it's launched at least one time, still pretty recent, is the thumb set. Okay, this is how actually thumb set looks like. This thumb set, okay, this one is, how do I properly describe it, is as an SBC single board computer satellite like style. You can see here, this is basically on the, you can see on that weird kind of spherical, not really spherical shape there. That one is just a ballast, just to ballast there. That one is just to balance out the satellite. So it, and also it's also to increase the visibility, so the satellite tracker can track this one as well. You can see, and the rest of it, how it looks like. Okay, so this is it. The thumb set, if I remember correctly, it's actually launched in 2025 on board on this Kinetica one rocket from China. Let me see. Where is it? Oh man, I don't know why it actually did not properly produce anything. But okay, yeah, regardless, yeah, should be like this one. Yeah, and this is how the Kinetica one rocket actually looks like. All of this is SRB, the solid rocket booster. All of this is solid rocket. Yeah, but which the solid rocket, typically, while we don't 100% sure what it actually what the field formulation, but we can actually guess it based on the plume. But this one, from my understanding, is something to do with the aluminum oxide. That one is for the catalyst. You just put how many percentage. It's not that big, should not be too big, around 15% if I remember correctly. And then HTPB, hydroxyl terminated polybutadiene, also part of the field to bind, part of the solid rocket field, and also to bind all of the materials together with the ammonium perchlorate. Yeah, that one is one of the powerful one. The HTPB, if I remember, it's around how many percent? It's around 45%. And the how do I say? Even for the why I'm going to say that next? That's basically how I actually talk about. Okay, you can't blame me. And for the ammonium perchlorate, it should be a little bit higher, around 65 or 75% of formulation. Basically, that's depending on how they actually build. But that's basically the three basic components on the solid rocket, one there. Okay, and we are still looking there on the visual view. 5 minutes left. That's crazy. How long we are even talking about it there. All right, let me see. And yeah, thank you so much, actually everybody, for coming in. I'm actually surprised how many turnouts here. Okay, I did not expect this kind of enthusiasm here. And while we still have time, less than 5 minutes, I will try to crash speed run. What do we know about this one? I need to put it on picture in picture. This is where do I get most of my information. So thank you to NASA Space Flight Forum. Okay, this one specific article. Because of this one, actually, I'm able to find this link here. For the specific launches. Okay, and yeah, just like I said, the STP-29A, they have 200 kilograms worth of all STP satellites, STP stands for Space Test Program, which also includes the STP-7 onboarded the Minotaur IV rockets. Yeah, and they're also going to launch. Oh yeah, also they are going to launch STP-7 and the instrumentation. One of the important is the light sheet anomaly resolution and debris observation, Larado. Yeah, Larado. So that's it. And don't worry, I'm still going to go with the live. We don't have anything to worry. Okay. And one of these how do I say, the satellite maker and what's on that actually responsible for streaming this one, Aegisat 6. You can see here, Aegisat, what's the name? Yeah, Aegisat Laboratory. They are actually also have the satellites on board of this mission. So this is how the Aegisat 6 looks like. Okay, you can see this is the Aegisat 6. And another one that I also can show you is the Astra Hyrex project page. Okay, and the rest of the other technical description, I'm not 100% sure the legality of me trying to show you the PDF, because there's like some kind of remarks there, but some of the PDF says like you cannot distribute this stuff, so I don't want to show you, because could be anything else. So rather be safe than nothing. But if you want, I can actually link you guys this page later on. And this is the Astra Hyrex page. You can see it stands for the Auburn Satellite Testbed for Retrodirective Array, hybrid retrodirective array in X-band. So basically, that's a really lengthy name, but the mission, from what I can understand, is that they want to test out how scalable they can do with the power and accuracy requirement. Okay, they want to build it as small of the antenna as they can. And yeah, if you actually even if you're learning just a little bit of computer science, maybe even electrical stuff, you know about the lambda. Yeah, if I remember correctly, there's like there's two types. There's a one half lambda signal. That one is you need quite, how do I say, I'm not going to propagate misinformation here. And another one is the one half lambda. One half lambda, you can actually make the smaller one. Yeah, one quarter of the lambda, you can actually make a very small antenna in comparison to the half of the lambda. Okay. Oh, looks like. Oh. Ooh. Because I actually see there's something very interesting there. So maybe rather than myself actually try to showcase you anything, talk to you too much about the satellite, I might as well just show you this one. Yeah. So sorry, we are a little bit rushing here because the launch anytime can happen anytime soon. So I don't have too much thing to explain. And of course, another reason is that when I actually try to make the kind of thumbnail and also trying to change the title, I'm actually pretty rushing. I straight away I just go to work. I just open up my laptop, just find whatever mission patch that I can find as possible, and then just whack in there. So that's basically how urgent this situation is for me, because I don't expect this kind of launches to be live stream. Yeah, and I don't want to waste too much time of my life trying to go to live only to not have anything else. So basically that's why. So it's partly my fault, but also partly because they don't show official page. All right, so what's happening? Okay, never mind, this is on their site, on their on the Aegisat laboratory site. Technical stuff, not something we can control, but let's see. All right, so how long actually the cameraman actually still holding the camera here? Okay, do we have any launches? Okay, uh, but so far it doesn't look like we have anything. But just to ensure that we are not missing anything else, we I unfortunately I need to cut short. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
With coverage of the STP-S29 Alpha launch.
Okay, it's
This launch
already
will be carrying
started. Yes.
STP-SAT-7 as well as various CubeSats, including Aggie-SAT-6 to low Earth orbit. Launch is expected here in the next couple of minutes.
All right, so basically that's what you hear so far. Oh, so that,
To low Earth orbit. Launch is expected here in the next couple of minutes.
oh, okay. Okay. Oh, couples of minutes from what I actually found on the NASA Space Flight forum. One actually posted the link here. Oh, yeah. If you want to know, the STP-SAT-7, one of the payload involved here, it's actually here. How it actually looks like. So yeah, you get a little bit exclusive view. Not really. You can I will link you guys later on. Okay, still from what I'm looking. Okay, so this is how it looks like. I will also going to. Okay, so this is it. Okay, so this is how it looks like. How the STP SAT-7 actually looks like. Really interesting. And yeah, launch mass is 200 kilograms. The main satellite, apparently. The main satellite the the total mass of it, total mass of the whole payloads. Yeah, I believe it's later instead. So they're going for 500 kilometers at the 60 degrees of orbital inclination. So okay, great detail there. That one is for the STP SAT-7. Okay. Oh, oh, looks like we have liftoff. Yes, and looks like we have liftoff of the Minotaur IV rockets carrying the STP S29A satellites into the mission. And looks like, unfortunately, it's already gone into the cloud area. All right, all right. So looks like it. Unfortunately, it's just cut short to that part, and it's already going to the cloud. Okay. Okay, so you can hear the sound, the crackling sound of the burning solid rocket boosters there. That one is actually for the first three stages. It's actually derived from the Peacekeepers. Yeah, if I remember correctly, from the Peacekeeper Peacekeeper ICBM, intercontinental ballistic missiles. That one is from the retired portion of it. And is it? Is that all? All right. Oh, oh no. What a very not let us watch again from the replay, shall we? So this is how it looks like on the replay. Okay. Where is it? Come on. Show us. Oops. My bad. All right. Oh, so this is it. This is from the replay. We are go as as you can see here. This is the replay. All right. So you can see it's just passing through the cloud, and that's it. It's just that fast. As you already know, when ICBM actually launch, it's pretty fast. Yeah, and oh, that's it. Is it? Is it? Okay, because before I start comment, yeah, hello, do stage one. So yeah, like you said, dang, massive ignition and cloud absorption. Yeah, so unfortunately, that's the case. I don't like to be the kind of person like try to go stream for nothing, but we have to accept That's it. That's it. We just have to accept that's the fact. All right. So unfortunately, it's a bit disappointing. We just only see massive ignition, cloud absorption, and that's it. Yeah, but yeah, thank you, Dusage. Yeah, still like you said, actually, it's still fun. Hmm. So thank you for coming in to the stream. I have a great fun too. Okay, so yeah. So unfortunately, that's the only best detail we can find so far, but better than not looking anything, right? Okay, so I believe that should be it. What I can only conclude because not much else. But other one that I actually can say is there is the canvas CubeSat as well. Canvas stands for Climatology of Anthropogenic and Natural VLF Wave Activity in Space. So where is the page? Yeah, I need to show you another one. All right. Before we end the stream, for real. So this is how it looks like. Okay, and the and basically this mission is to focus on the Earth atmosphere, ionosphere, magnetosphere, and Van Allen belt. So basically, they're doing here to explore about the climatology of the very low frequency VLF waves generated by the terrestrial lightning waves. So basically, they are started studying the ionosphere, atmosphere, magnetosphere, even the Van Allen belt as well. So they are going to do that kind of research. So how this is how it looks like. Okay, the canvas CubeSats onboarding this mission. And another one that I would like to show you guys if there's any. Let me see. I think maybe that's the only best information that I can find so far. Okay, and this is how it looks like. Yeah, yeah. Do such one. Wenchang Space launch in about 2 hours. Long March 8. Cheers. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, Drew Sage One, for coming in to my stream. I really appreciate it. And if there is any kind of stream for that Long March 8, that one is for the Space Sail Polar satellite there. If I can find it live stream, I will do it. Okay? Okay, pinky promise. I will do that. But on top of that, I will also try to go stream of the Artemis 2 mission. That one is for but that one is specifically just for the departure from the moon. Okay, that one I will also going to try to stream, but it's not going to be that long. At max, it will be around 4 hours and of the brief update day number seven, flight day number 7 of the Artemis 1. After that, we will end that stream also soon. So yeah, you're welcome. Okay, I will try stream it it as well if I can find the link. Yeah, if I can find the link as hmm. So yeah. So basically that's it. Okay, and you can see this is the Orion 38 upper stage. This one is actually derived from one of the stages of the Pegasus air launch rocket. In case you want to know how the Pegasus air launch rocket looks like, I will show you later on. So this is the trajectory. By now, should have already first stage separation and then later on second stage firing, but that one is pretty fast. This is how it looks like. The drop range. We can actually give a little bit of educated guesses there. Okay, I believe this one is a little bit better. You can see first stage drop and then second stage later on the upper left there, and then followed by on the middle bottom. The first bottom is the area number 1. That one I believe is the second stage, or maybe the third stage, and then followed by another one is the area number two, which is should be the fourth stage, or I don't know, could be pilot fairing as well. Who knows? but but this is the best information we can find. And yeah, flight range, another one here. And basically that's it. Not much else information we can find, but yeah, already launched. Okay, so but that's it. That's the best information we can find. So thank you so much everybody for watching, and I'm Daniel Suga, your host today for the your host today for the launch of the Minotaur 4 rockets with the Orion 38 upper stage, carrying the U.S. Department of Defense's STP-S29A satellites, whatever satellites inside there. There's a lot, tons of other satellites, but that one is the most highly accessible information we know. Okay, with the total payload mass of 200 kilograms to low Earth orbit. From information we know, it's they are targeting around 500 kilometers of the orbital inclination of 60 degrees. So that's that. But unfortunately, I don't know why they don't want to go with the official live stream. Okay, but fortunately, AGSat laboratory really bothers to give us that coverage. So still better than nothing. And yeah. Oh, and also finally, I would like to show you the how the Pegasus rocket actually air launch rocket looks like. That actually one of the stages derived of the one of the stage derived from Pegasus rocket that actually being put for the final basically for the final upper stage analyzer there. This one is the 3D model. I think it's okay as well. I'll show you. Here you can see. Okay, there's no more life. We cut short of it. So this is how the Pegasus air launch rocket looks like. Okay, I'm not 100% sure from where this 3D model comes from, but apparently it's from the Turbo Squid. So if you are the creator, please let me know so I can credit you properly in the description if you really bother to tell us. So this is how it looks like. It's actually launched from the usually back then it's from the Stratos bomber, if I remember correctly. But afterward, they just refurbished from the uh, commercial airline, something like that. Yeah. So this is how it actually looks like. Okay, and then when it's launched, it's going to launch around this kind of inclination here and there. All right. So this is how it looks like for the Pegasus air launch rocket. And I'm not 100% sure if I could even stream this one because anything could have happened in my life, but that's that. And yeah, thank you so much everybody for watching. I shall be see you soon for the let me see, Long March 8 space cell, if I remember correctly. NSF forum. Let me try find you the information if I could even just find one. Is it let me see, because I need to verify this information as well. Okay, let me see from which is it? Long March 8 CZ8, I believe. Oh yeah, Tianfan Jigui. Yeah, Tianfan Jigui. So this one, I should be able to stream this. Maybe if there's link. If there's no link, I might have to cancel. I- okay. So this, yeah, it's actually the space cell that what they're carrying it. How do we actually confirm this? Just look at this. Okay. So just look at this one. Okay, so this is the once again credit to NASA Space Flight Forum. Otherwise, I would not be able to find this obscure information here and there. You can see this is how um, the not yet completed stack version of the Long March 8 looks like. Okay, so you can see this is the range here and there. And also another, I can say another definitive confirmation how, ooh, that's actually pretty near. So this is the Notam launched from the Hainan Island, and then I presume this is the okay, I presume this one is the first stage, and afterward second stage going up until around the tip area of Borneo. Basically this is where basically if you see the Borneo area there, that's practically where I'm living right now. So, yeah, and I'm born and live there. So on the Sarawak side area, if you see some kind of, how do I even describe this, like the upper north part of the border, you can see there, just on the just easier, if you see the Borneo area, the side, you see there's like the head area of that one is the Sabah, and on the another bordering with that is also us here in Sarawak. You can see the bigger, a little bit bigger landmass area, just on the left side of the Sabah area. It's like the body area of it. This is Sarawak. Yeah, and also on the smaller area side, you cannot unfortunately you cannot see from this notam, with the big Chinese letter on the top, on the tip north of the Borneo is basically Brunei, smaller area there, and then the rest of the area going to the south is the Kalimantan. So basically that's that. And yeah, I will see. I will try to I'll try to my best initiative if I can find the stream link of the Long March 8 launches, and this is the definitive proof. I can say definitive proof. How do we know this will be the space cell polar Leo satellites? I believe this one is similarly analogous to the Starlink, but we don't know but for one thing's for sure, we don't know how these satellites are actually looks like. We just know it's Tianfan, it's the space cell stuff, but we don't know how the shape looks like. Could be it's actually going closer a little bit with the Amazon Leo design. Could be with the OneWeb design. Could be um, with the Space Mobile Bluebird satellite. We don't know. There's quite speculation in my brain how it actually should looks like. So that's that. And I don't think I need to waste my time, but thank you so much everybody for watching. And probably I should say this one more time as the real closing of this one. I need to open this music. Okay. So thank you so much everybody for watching. I'm Daniel Suguwa, your host today for the launch of the Minotaur 4 with the upper stage, with the Orion 38 upper stage rocket, okay, carrying the US Department of Defense STP-S29A with how many payloads inside there? If I remember correctly, there's like 7 payloads inside there. But what we know is the Canvas, Astra Hyrax, and also STP set 7. That's the best detail that we actually can find for. And yeah, it's still ongoing as of now. Could be by now they could have already successfully put it into the low Earth orbit, or maybe not yet, because yeah, ballistic course phase flight. I forgot that part where you don't ignite the rocket stages, and then you will ignite it later on the highest point of the altitude from us on Earth to the the rocket actually rocket right now. Basically, also known as the apogee. Okay, the perigee stands for the lowest point of the Earth, of the altitude of between that rocket to the Earth. So basically, that's the terminology that I would like to say. So thank you so much everybody for watching, and if I can find if I can find the Long March at launch of the Tianfan Jigui, also known as the Space Cell Polar LEO satellite, low Earth orbit satellite. Okay, if I can find it, if I remember, that's actually from A2R. A2R, if I remember, A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R. So basically, there's like, yeah. So basically, there have been like 18 satellites on board. Should have been around that kind of stuff. Yeah. So it would have been 18 satellites on board. So if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, probably you should do, because I might be able to stream that stuff. But otherwise, just do whatever you want. You want to click like on this video, you want to share, you want to comment, whatever, you just keep yourself comfortable. I'm not going to force you that. And even for subscribe to my channel, that one also optional. You can do that yourself anytime you want. But if you don't want, that's totally fine. That's up to you. I know. I know no one likes to be next, so it's better for me to just say this transparently. Okay, so that's that. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching, and take care, everybody. Stay safe. And I'm going to have my dinner for today, because right now it's almost 7:53 p.m. here in Sarawak, in Borneo. It's 7 April 2026, so I need to get my dinner as well before the Long March 8 launch of the Tianfan Jigui 04 A2R, aka 18 satellites for the group number 4. Okay, let's see if we are very lucky. So thank you so much, everybody, for watching, and take care. And also, oh yeah, about the Artemis 2 brief update coverage as well. I need to cover for that, the flight day 7 of the Artemis 2 mission. So that's that. It's going to be a bit of heck of a day. So thank you so much, everybody, for watching, and take care and stay safe. Bye bye. And that's it. We've already finished. And yeah, I intentionally used this kind of mission patch, because that's the only way to not clutter this thumbnail. Okay, I don't like to make it too cluttered, so that's the only best bet. So thank you. Bye bye, and stay safe. See ya. See you, everybody, and stay healthy.